Lost the trinkets of the rabbit's foot and the monkey's paw. I've had nothing but bad luck that's brought to the stuff that brings bad luck to my life, but maybe things will change. Maybe my luck will change and get better this year. I'm only living week by week, and I'm still standing here. I'm still fighting a good fight. It's hard and impractical, but I'm still learning my abilities and still facing the day and passing by and making it extraordinary living. There's a lot of passion left in me, and there's still a lot of mysteries I have to solve and things that I wished for that are coming to light, and I have to accept that there's a little bit of light in the world, not just darkness. You never know what life can become if we just shelter ourselves in only bad thoughts. That's just part of it. If only the same thing works with relationships. But I'll piece my life back together. I wish for getting other trinkets, and I'll get my trinkets back, and I'll get my life back, and out of being cursed and out of having bad luck. It's just how that becomes a part of life, everyday details. Life's a shuffle, but I gotta roll with the punches and roll with the luck I present to life and everyday experiences, growing to greater. My appearances are causing many influences in the street. A lot of people care for the wisdom I bring, and a lot of people are having the same similar problems. But it's all left up to us what we do with things. They can make terrible suggestions all they want in life, but it's up to us. Not everybody has a perfect life. Some of us have bad things that happen to us. Some of us lead on through by our own examples and set standards for other people. Hey, kitty. But I entered messing with trinkets when I shouldn't have. But I learned by it, and I learned by my mistakes. I just hope that people see the good in the decisions I made. I was involved in traps. Only reason I messed with the trinkets is because I was given a trinket in the first place back years ago that kind of ruined my relationship with my ex and ruined life, and that opened many doorways to darkness that was inside of me, and I had to get healing. I had to go to a church to pray for better guidance. I had to, the stuff I was messing with was opening dark doors, and I don't know if they ever closed or not, but it doesn't make me a weird individual. It doesn't make me see hallucinogens and hallucinations and all kinds of stuff I've been trying to prove. In the texts I've been texting people, I'm trying to prove things for a reason. I'm not here to destroy what people are doing in all kinds of things that's going on in the planet. I'm just here to be an addition. I'm here to wrap my own seas and wrap my own discovery and what my talent and skills can be. I just got a fascination with the unknown. I have a fascination with crystals, gemstones, amethysts, and trinkets. I just have a fascination with them. They're wonderful to play with. It causes a whole side of life that a lot of people don't get to see and discover. They just disown the things without actually applying or playing the games. But I'm ready to play games, but they're not really games. And life is just not about bringing bad luck to each other and saying the hurtfulest things to each other. Sometimes we're caring individuals. Sometimes pain doesn't give us motivation, and it doesn't disconclude us from society. It's people. It's all up to our decisions on what we do. Some people show respect and hang with us even when we're at our lowest in worse situations. There's a lot of people that I respect in this streets and all kinds of things. But, things happen. We lose relationships. We got to move forward. Time goes on and everything else. But I'm here getting over my pain, and I missed a lot of people in life, but I see what I can see. Miss a lot of people I grew up with, but that's all on them. They chose to just act soulless all the time and didn't regard their consequences. They threw their lives away and destroyed each other's images and reputations, and all just for boring assets that people don't always get. We're all made from a different cloth that we're wearing. Our suits and in this industry is causing a lot of havoc, and it's dying itself out. All the bad moments, all the pain is over. Pain is gone. Pain doesn't cause influences. Life is changing and growing as we know it, and all kinds of things. We got to give each other high spirited. We got to give each other boosts of spirits. You never know who we'll meet or become friends with. Some people are just drawn and attracted to me that I can't change. Some people like to meet up with me, and some people don't. It's just a part of life. But it's not my job to fix everybody's problems. I'll give you best advice as I can, but you got to take it as is. You got to work at 50% with me. You got to deal with my flaws just like I already respect everybody else's flaws. But one thing I don't like is this underground business with witchcraft, man. You're ruining each other's lives worse than you already do without messing with that stuff. That's an impactable destruction that you're not quite ready for, that you can't handle. A lot of times I already specialize in all those D&D specializations and role-playing as magician and just dealing with the consequences. Some skits that I've lived through, you ain't all get to see yet, but that's a part of life. I can't dwell on the past. I'm here in the present. I don't know what my past experiences have been or my past life before this life I'm living now, but it'll all come to light, and I gotta hold on and seatbelt myself into the actions I set my standards for, and all the things I wish for are coming to light. Maybe I shouldn't have put so many bad thoughts into the trinkets I messed with. Maybe I gave off the wrong impression. Maybe I wished for the wrong things. But, I learned my lesson and learned that, with great power comes great responsibility, and I have to use my gifts for the right reasons. I can't just be out there like other people. I got to realize the steps I'm making is creating a whole new wave for the rest of the population in the next generation. That's how it sets the mood into getting rid of all this cancer and problems. It's all looped up in no more chaos. I don't need any of that stuff. I'm not going to fight for people that don't fight for each other or worth saving each other. You gotta slow down out here. You gotta learn that us as adults, we can't just roll with the disastrous times. We gotta stand up against bad things. We gotta be unafraid. We gotta just set the standards and show people that we can be loving citizens. We can be respectful people and citizens. We can make it through the days and weeks, even as bad as life is and as bad as life gets. You just can't be resentful and you got to be full of passion. You got to be full of respect, full of wisdom, and pass through the collisions of life when we fall short and we get involved in crashes and accidents happen, and we could sit around and make excuses all day, or we could just challenge ourselves to do better than the last year. That's seeming to be all we are growing, and personalities are getting better. But some people you can't help, so I just let them go and let them live their life and let them find out all the things we all say and create, you know. Some days people will sit back and say, oh, yeah, that's what you meant. Now I understand life a little different, a little easier. Well, you don't want me to say bad things about the bad situations because I've had a bad past, so I just don't bring it up in the public because there's no point in holding grudges, and I'm always moving forward, so I just hope one day I'll have a lucky life like my family did, you know? One day I'll be married. One day, you know, I'll have places of my own to discover and a lifestyle of my own to create, you know? Right now, I'm just hanging in here. But, you know, just because things look bad to me doesn't mean it's bad for somebody else. Everybody else is going through bad things, so people got to realize things that I can't just be here to tell you every little answer and answer every little question. Sometimes I get involved in things and I just don't ask questions, man. I'm just here to change my living and better myself. Anything else is not worth showing attention. You know, that's just a part of how life goes.